The baffling case now of missing Colorado mother of three. 34-year-old Paige Birgfeld vanished on June 28th. Searchers found some of her personal items scattered along a highway near Grand Junction, just a few miles from where her car was found engulfed in flames. But investigators still don't know what happened to Paige. With us now, Paige Birgfeld's father, Frank Birgfeld. Frank, June 28th, the last day she was seen. What do you know about what she did that day, that evening?
It's been confirmed that she was here in Grand Junction around 9, 10 o'clock and just had a normal conversation, so there appeared she was in good health and no problem.
It was said that she was concerned, maybe even fearful of her ex-husband coming back into her life, but police have pretty well cleared him of any responsibility here. Isn't that correct?
You know, I think they said they have people they're more interested in. I can tell you this, I talked to him Sunday morning and I believe he was in Philadelphia. So whatever your resume is, when you're 2,000 miles away, I think you shift the focus.
Yeah. Police say that she was really struggling to support those kids as a result of, you know, the divorce and everything else going on, that she was working a number of jobs, among them running an escort service. Did that come as a surprise to you?
Well, she certainly had a number of things going. I'm going to rattle off 6, 7, or 8 different balls she had in the air. We didn't know anything about that side of it, no.
Yeah, but obviously she would do whatever it took to support those kids. She wants, you know, to take good care of them.
Yes, and you know, I think she reached a moment where she realized she was the sole breadwinner and a mother of 3 little kids. I mean, for those of us who have kids, it's a big burden just doing that, and then trying to meld it together with earning a living is difficult. She was rather creative and very energetic in all these things she was doing.
To hear that her checkbook, her check registry, that kind of thing were found along the highway, does that give you hope, or does it give you only greater concern?
Well, it certainly gives us better places to look. And this search team is very, very relentless in what they're doing.
Joining us now to talk more about the investigation into Paige's disappearance is a retired New York police detective, John Beza. John, the fact that her car was found burning, that suggests, doesn't it, that somebody had some evidence, maybe some fingerprints, some fluids, something like that inside there that they didn't want found?
Well, it suggests it, but it also may be an act of vandalism. But more than likely, it suggests that evidence was destroyed, or they tried to destroy it. Yes.
Can it be destroyed? I mean, a lot of criminals think that burning a car gets rid of everything, but it doesn't always.
No, it doesn't always, and it depends on the person who burns the car up, if they're a professional arsonist or not. You know, those type of things come into play.
So what is the fact that her car was burned? What does that tell you about the kind of person who was responsible?
Well, it tells me that somebody wants to get rid of evidence, and as we see, we find evidence along the side of the road, and this evidence can be fingerprinted, and it can help the investigation.
So if you were looking at this case, I mean, you know, they found the checkbook, they found things like that alongside the road, they've got the burned car. Where do you go next?
Well, where I would go next is, first of all, I mentioned the fingerprinting, but I would also check all speeding tickets, parking tickets, any car that was stopped along that route. And also, in order to power a vehicle, you need gas. So I would check the gas station surveillance tapes.
John Beza and Frank Birgfeld joining us live. Both of you, thank you. And we wish you well, Frank, as the search for Paige goes on.